A quote by Virginia Woolf continues to kindle a flame of passion in my heart as I read the dialogue of Widening the Circle. What the fissure through which I see is this point of disaster. The circle is still unbroken. The harmony is complete. Here is the central rhythm, I understand. Here is the common mainspring. I watch it expand, this circle. I watch it contract and expand again, yet I'm not included. This quote opens up the imagination of what community and creation should look like. The chosen words of this reading paints the picture of hopes. The Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. in his I Have a Dream speech in August 1963, where he shared the image of the prophetic vision of society. Unfortunately, with the continual rigorous movement of the contracting circle, its growth and development continue to be challenging due to its lack of an all-encompassing and welcoming start. Hospitality is the wrestling point. It is the wrestling rope that continues to divide this polarized community. This polarized community sometimes lack empathy, sometimes lack passion, sometimes lacks caring for others and others who are marginalized, and they're afraid to be humble and to unlearn. We have to be willing to unlearn. Y'all can say amen. Let's see what kind of community we got here. All right. Trends are circling. Don't get rid of your bell bottoms. They'll be back in style real soon. The directional movements of the cycle of institutional religion are transforming into the next phase of what this culture will become. Jimmy Carter, our president, the 39th president of the United States, says this: we have become not a melting pot, but a beautiful mosaic. Different people, different beliefs, different yearnings, different hopes, and different dreams, end quote. This captivating rainbow of beliefs is what society continues to connect and separate as siblings within this society. Some among us believe we can continue the practices that we have and are connected with in Unitarian Universalism without change. We must change. We have to be on the side of change. Others feel it is critical for us to change. Many of these tend to be younger or identify as Black, Indigenous, or people of color, or whole other identities that are marginalized. However, we do need to change. Suppose the techniques of institutions of religion and congregants and community leaders continue on the trajectory that it's on. In that case, the institutional church will continue to see a decline in attendance on Sunday mornings due to our lack of rejection due to our rejection and our harmfulness as we harm marginalized people. But if not in the congregation, then where? Where should individuals go to learn about religious socialism and how to be in a community with others through differences? James Luther Adams states, church is the place where you get to practice what it means to be human. Liberation. While in seminary, I became fascinated with the writings of Dr. James Cone. In Dr. James Cone's writing of God of the Oppressed, he says this: indeed, our survival and liberation depends upon our recognition of truth when it is spoken and lived by people. If we cannot recognize the truth, then it cannot liberate us from untruth. To know the truth is to appropriate it, for it is not mainly reflection or theory. Truth is divine action entering our lives and creating a human action of liberation. End quote. I'm grateful for the time that the leaders have spent discussing the suggestions that could be offered to the church and how we can begin institutional change. Within our mission to eradicate racism and other bias, we must acknowledge that events will be well thought out and meaningful, but the process is sometimes perceived to be slow. We must also realize it is the duty and the obligation of the oppressor to acknowledge the past iniquity and to take action to prevent it from repeating. In other words, the sin of racism was not created by black people, but by white folks. Black people couldn't eradicate racism if we tried. My bad. How do people of color reclaim our stylistic story? We understand the importance of retelling stories, but our story collides with the unfortunate truths of past and current day realities. The ugly divisions and a history of hideous actions are embedded within our past. Still, despite the marches, ballots, and protests and work that has been achieved by abolitionists and civil rights leaders, still, discrimination plagues our community. Ultimately, this spectacle does not have to be our story. This does not have to be our foundation. And while we are discussing hate and hatred and discrimination, let me just say to this: we're not on the side of just Israel. We're not on the side of just Palestine. We're on the side of all of those given an opportunity and a chance and choice to love. That's it. Simply put, we are given an opportunity. Y'all can clap. How about that? Y'all just clap. We're going to get out of church early today because I'm almost done. I'm going to call another audible. Sophia, can you just play something soft and nice? Stevie Wonder, jazz, anything. There you go. I want y'all to meditate with me. Focus, close your eyes. Be here and be in this present moment with me. In the realm of Unitarian Universalism grace, we rise, we are against hate, embracing peace's embrace. No sides we choose, no divisions we make, for skin complexion or racial identity's sake. Religious affiliations, they hold no sway, of the terrors of life or mysticism's display. Political or social standings, they matter not as we strive for the well-being of every thought. Money and poverty, they hold no dominion. For a better future, we seek conviction. The hardships of today, the damnations we face, shall not deter us from love's embrace. Humanity's essence, abound we hold dear, for water sustains life and compassion draws near. In this world where hatred may try and prevail, those of us who are lovers of justice, love shall never fail. With hearts intertwined, our spirits ignite. In the face of darkness, we shine ever bright. For love is our anthem and our guiding light. Let's widen the circle together, forever in love's fight. Ashe, amen, and may it be so.